Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who was a hero to the left just 1 year ago today. Think about that. This guy was almost Attorney General. He's now been charged with a misdemeanor sex crime for allegedly groping a woman at the governor's mansion last year. For more on this, let's welcome in New York Congresswoman Claudia Tenney. Congresswoman, good morning. Nice to have you on. Unbelievable developments here.
Yeah, well, he was Attorney General. You know, Attorney General in New York means aspiring governor, because it was Andrew Cuomo who took out former Governor Patterson, former Governor Spitzer, in order to put himself in place. And Letitia James actually got the ball rolling, our current Attorney General, and now she appears to be running for governor as well. But yeah, this is a big development for Governor Cuomo, and this will be like a test case, because if there's any substance in this, and this case sticks, you're going to see probably an avalanche of other cases that were reported earlier this year coming forward against Andrew Cuomo, and he's going to be dealing with a real tough time trying to fight off each one of these as each one of these people come forward, and as you know, there's a little bit of traction that it gets if this case is to go against him. So it'll be interesting to see. But, you know, I'm looking forward to the mugshot of Andrew Cuomo being the shot of the year.
Isn't that something? Maybe they can sub that out for the cover of his book, Leadership Lessons. It could just be his mugshot instead of the current photo. You bring up a good point. I hadn't even considered that, by the way. So this politically helps Letitia James as she moves forward with potentially running for governor in New York, because this basically says that her findings were legit. Let me just go through the actual complaint here. The complaint against the former governor of New York says that he, quote, forcibly placed his hand under the blouse of the victim onto the victim's left breast for the purposes of degrading and gratifying his sexual desires. Now, Cuomo here, Congresswoman, is going to be a first-time offender when he faces a judge, we think, next week. How do you think this plays out? And do you think that, back to that initial Letitia James report, could more charges come?
Well, again, this is, as all sexual harassment and claims like this are, there's no video, there's no evidence. It's a he said, she said. And also, as much as I don't care for this governor and I don't approve of his what he's done, and this litany of women have come forward, which makes it seem possibly true.
Could he plead guilty?
He has a right to due process. So all this has to be presented in court, and a jury has to determine, you know, whether this is true or not.
Right.
Because we don't have pictures. We only have the word of this woman and the word of Andrew Cuomo, which, you know, he's going to deny. So we're going to go through this. It's going to be a showdown in court, of course.
So you don't think that
he's definitely not settling this?
Okay, so he's not going to plead guilty. By the way, what I think is interesting, now it does fall under the misdemeanor prong. However, he would also have to register as a sex offender. So for anyone who thinks that he's going to just go in there and plead guilty, I think, to your point, he's probably going to fight this to the end.
He is not going to. He has to be convicted of a crime, by the way.
Right.
He has to be convicted of this to even get on the sex offender registry. So that's why he's going to fight it. Plus, again, the potential of the other cases coming forward against him if there were to be a traction in this case.
We have just about 15 seconds left, but just your thoughts on where this guy was a year ago. People were fawning over Governor Andrew Cuomo, and literally we're going to get a mugshot next week.
Personally, I'm calling for his resignation since 2014. I think he's one of the most corrupt governors in New York history. There are so many other things he should have been removed from office for, and now it ends up being a Me Too type of thing,
right?
Which is bad also, but there was so much that happened before this. This is what they finally got him, because this is the issue of the left.
But they did get him, not the nursing home deaths.
Yeah.
This is what took him down.
The nursing home deaths, the cover-ups, Moreland scandal, the weaponizing of the Attorney General's office before. There's so much on Andrew Cuomo, but in the end, he's gone. Unfortunately, his replacement doesn't look to be so much better. She's kind of Cuomo without the groping so far. But we'll see. The mandates. And by the way, I think maybe the best Halloween costume could be an Andrew Cuomo face this year.
You know what? We won't have the mugshot yet, but we could get a preamble on Halloween this Sunday. And by the way, it's going to be interesting to see if his brother Chris over at CNN is going to cover this. I doubt it, but it's definitely a news story. Congresswoman, have a great weekend. Thanks so much for coming on with us. We appreciate it, as always.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.